Hello guys, and welcome back to my Nukes Top 5 reaction. And today we're going to be doing a Nukes Top 10 Ghosts video so scary you'll go wackadoo. So let's go ahead and get right into the video, shall we? Let me move this forward a little bit. Should have done this before the video started. Microphone is okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this started.
The Hanging Man.
The Hanging Man.
In his home in
10.
England, family man Ricky Beadle has gotten increasingly more worried about his son Elliot's abnormal behavior. One day, Ricky finds his son whispering to himself in his bedroom. So, Ricky decides to take out his phone and record as he asks little Elliot what's going on.
Elliot, what are you doing?
I'm drawing a bedroom.
Oh, that's cool. What's that?
Isn't it normal for kids to talk to themselves? And is that a guy hanging in that chalkboard? Okay.
What's that in the corner?
The man hanging.
Oh, why have you drawn that?
Because the man is hanging up there.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What does he do?
And he annoys me at the night.
Why?
Because he does this.
Oh, really?
How can it reach the
But I'm
floor?
not allowed to tell anybody.
Okay.
5-year-old Elliot explains that he's drawn the man that is hanging in the corner of his bedroom. A man that annoys him at night by banging on the wall. Now, as if that wasn't creepy enough, Ricky later finds his son seemingly talking to someone that only he can see.
Stop it.
Elliot, what are you doing?
I see the man hanging.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Right.
He's crying. And I keep saying stop it.
Is he crying?
Yeah.
So this is the photo of the hanging man he's seen in the corner of his room. I'm going to ask him to draw it again when I've rubbed it completely off. Elliot, can you draw the hanging man for me like you did before?
No, because he'll tell me off at night.
What if I don't let him, if you can sleep in my room, is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, so what's these on his face?
Tears.
What's this?
Straight.
Oh, okay. Does he cry quite a lot?
Yeah, because he's got hay fever up there and he's up there
Okay.
in the corner.
Okay, thank you.
But he annoys me at the night because he keeps saying he always bangs and he just...
Okay, thank you.
Now, Ricky believes that maybe his son Elliot just has a bit of an overactive imagination.
How's he banging
But
when he's
that
hanging?
soon changes. Dad Ricky becomes worried when the 5-year-old can't seem to get any sleep for 3 nights in a row. Ricky decides to let his son try sleeping in a different room, and he installs a security camera to try to figure out what's going on. It isn't long before Elliot is woken up once again. When Dad Ricky checks the security footage, it makes his blood run cold.
Stop it. He's scaring me.
What's he doing putting his kid to sleep at 6 p.m.? No wonder why he's not being able to get any sleep. That's too early.
Now, Ricky thinks the strange growl in the footage is nothing more than a vent inside the room, but he has no idea what seems to be pulling Elliot out of the bed.
That's not
Looking
pulling.
for any-
That's not pulling. The kid is just moving. He doesn't even pause after being pulled, so it's obvious that he was just moving over. Doesn't pause after what's supposed to be him being pulled.
Explanation, he decides to share his story on TikTok. So, just what do you think is going on here?
As for the picture, I think the father put him up to it because usually kids are a little more direct when they draw. And this is supposed to be in the corner, but the window's in the wrong location. I just don't buy it.
Here. Could Elliot's imaginary friend perhaps not be so...
And how's somebody going to be talking when they got a rope around their neck? How's somebody going to be tapping on the floor or something? I guess he could be hitting onto the wall, but the kid was showing tapping with his fingers. That's a laid-back hanging ghost.
imaginary after all? Is the hanging man real? And what does he want with Ricky's son? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Locked away.
As I said, don't buy it. Seems like the kid was put up to it. He's making a big deal about the kid waking up. He put the kid to sleep at 6 p.m. What type of kid is gonna go to sleep at 6 p.m. and not wake up right away? At least wait until it actually gets dark to put the kid to sleep. Then maybe they'll stay asleep. But if it's still light out, it's usually light out at 6. It's going to be hard to sleep.
Over on the
Locked
popular
away,
YouTube channel
number
Fourth
9.
Wall, they hear a story about a very haunted house. Allegedly, the entity that haunts the house is so strong that it actually took the lives of 3 of the 4 family members who lived in the home. Locals claim that only the 10-year-old son was left alive, as his parents had kept him locked in the garage to keep him safe from this evil entity. Now,
We locked our kid in the garage or in the closet to keep him safe. It wasn't because we were abusive and we thought of a way as to punish him or something. The ghost's fault.
that was 20 years ago. So more recently, a paranormal enthusiast decided to do his own investigation to see if the house is really as haunted as locals claim. The man places a static camera in the room where the deceased family was found 20 years earlier. What he captures on video.
This is a Japanese house? I can tell because the floor, the mats. I always found that so interesting. I always wanted to try out a room like that. But I don't think I'd be able to get used to all the stuff that's so close to the ground in Japanese houses. I'm a pretty tall person. I'm a big person, so I'm not so good at getting down on my knees and getting back up easily. So I prefer stuff to be a little higher. I like higher countertops. I like higher chairs, just stuff like that. Like the chair I'm sitting in right now is too low for me. It's way too low. I'd like it to be another 3-4 inches, maybe even 6 inches higher off the ground. Maybe not 6, but about 4 or 5 inches higher.
Chills him to his core.
That sounds like a bunch of, like a bag of aluminum cans being tousled around or just messed around with. That sounds like something being dragged across the floor.
The unexplained loud shaking of the house's garage doors can be heard in the video.
Oh, that's what it was. Somebody hitting the doors and then the doors being opened and closed.
But that's not all, because did you see it? Someone can be seen standing at the entrance of the room, seemingly watching or waiting.
I'd have to see the area lit. Right now, it just looks like a trick of the shadow from the enhanced video.
Seeing this ominous-looking figure in his footage, the investigator just gets out of there.
No, that definitely looks like a person moving.
The new owner of the house now fears that his home is cursed. So he contacts popular paranormal YouTube channel Fourth Wall and asks them to investigate the house. So, Fourth Wall sends in a cameraman to spend the night and capture whatever paranormal evidence he can. It did not go well.
sorry to do this, guys, but I just got done having some caramel M&Ms, and the chocolate is messing up my throat right now. So right now I've got a strong urge to cough. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab myself a drink. I don't normally like to eat or drink on the camera unless I'm doing like a cooking video, which I haven't done yet. Again, sorry about that.
The unexplained voice of a woman can be heard, but what the voice says isn't clear.
You definitely can't make
The
out what it
cameraman
says.
is a bit freaked out and looks all around, but he is all alone in the house. The investigator decides to leave static night vision cameras inside and outside the garage where the little boy was found unharmed 20 years earlier. The man then leaves the property to see if anything happens while he's gone. When he reviews his footage later, he is shocked by what he captured.
Oh, I see feet. Okay.
The garage doors begin to shake violently as a pale figure seems to walk past the lower opening of one door, ambling slowly towards the room where the family's bodies were found 20 years earlier. The camera outside the garage captures the same loud shaking of the garage doors, but there's no figure.
Yeah, but there's no
to be
visible
seen.
shaking.
So, 20 years ago, was this what took the unfortunate family's lives? And did they lock their son in the garage to keep him safe from whatever this is?
Whoever that is, they're walking
You decide.
barefoot.
You can watch this entire investigation over on the YouTube channel, Fourth Wall. We need scary videos, so if you see something that you think should be on Nukes Top 5, be sure to email us.
Okay, so as far as that video goes, the guy standing in the dark, the bare feet outside the deal, that can all easily be done. I didn't see any movement from the garage itself, and there's no telling when that second video is actually from. And if the whole incident, it would have been so much more believable if they would have showed a newspaper clipping or some sort of report saying that 3 people were found dead in a house and there was one survivor. You can do that and still keep all the information confidential by just simply blacking it out. It would have been so much easier to make that story more believable just by including a few things to it. I'm not sure how hard it is to get newspaper clippings and stuff from the past. I'm guessing that house was in Japan, but I'm not sure.
At nukestop5@gmail.com. Email link in the description. Cats in the Cradle. Nurse.
Did that say this is number 4? Isn't this supposed to be a top 10?
Marquette Jean from Mankato, Minnesota is enjoying a quiet night at home when suddenly her eye catches something strange on her daughter's baby monitor.
Glowy eye. Oh, right there to the top right. No? Bottom left? It's a cat. Okay.
Is there a cat in here? Is there a cat in here?
No.
How would she know? She was sleeping.
Oh, sorry. Love you, night.
Okay, that's odd. The mother, I'm guessing, saw the cat in the cam, went straight to the room, woke her daughter up and asked if there was a cat. there's something wrong with that mom's head.
Are you okay? What's wrong? No, it's okay. I was just checking on you. Good night. I love you.
Scary.
Huh?
Scary.
You're scary?
Huh?
Why?
Okay.
Scary.
There's no monster in the window. I'll look. See? I'll look.
On the monitor, Marquette Jean sees a bizarre figure that resembles a cat that seems to pass right through her daughter's bedroom door. But when she asks little Everly about the cat, the 3-year-old instead complains that, quote, there's a monster in the window and that she's scared. Now, oddly enough, Marquette says that her beloved cat passed away last summer.
Sure
She
did.
also says that,
They always
quote,
did.
weird and bad things have been happening in their home for a very long time. But this is the first time that they have ever caught anything on camera. Marquette is not sure exactly what this is. Strange.
Okay, the mom comes in mere seconds, not even a minute, after the cat appears on the web on the watch cam, whatever you want to call it. Wakes the daughter up, asking her if she's seen if there was a cat in there. If it's not a setup clip, then the mother is somewhat abusive. It's not good to wake up kids for no reason when they're sleeping, especially at that age. And the fact that she did it nonchalantly like that, not even trying to be quiet, she could have easily gone in the room and looked to see if there was a cat. She didn't. She woke the daughter up. Is there a cat in here? Well, let's go ahead and get back to the video. Number 7, Strange Playmate.
Playmates. Afnan Arash claims that a strange presence has invaded his home in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. He says that this powerful entity seems to grow stronger with each passing day.
Oh, rentak balik
Afnan fully expects that one of his family members is simply playing a prank on him. But when he yanks the curtain back, there's no one there. But the bizarre paranormal activity in Afnan's house soon starts to become even stronger.
Okay. What was that? I missed it.
Something seems to be hiding in the very small cupboard in Afnan's kitchen. Something that quickly reveals a small, childlike hand. Afnan
Okay.
begins to wonder if the strange entity that he is dealing with is attempting to imitate a child. And to his horror, before long, whatever this presence is seems to attach itself to his young son.
Okay, just a second. Let me do something here.
Long, whatever this presence is, small cupboard in Afnan's kitchen. Something that quickly reveals a small child.
Okay. Let's see. Thumb there. So basically somebody's yeah, that is odd the way the hand is. Because basically, oh, I guess not. That could easily be his hand. It depends on how he's it's basically like this. See? Something like this. At first I was thinking it would have to be somebody else, but no, it can just be somebody, just, it could be him or it could be somebody just to his right, just putting their hand up like that.
Hand. Afnan begins to wonder if the strange entity that he is dealing with is attempting to imitate a child. And to his
That didn't
horror,
look like a
before
child's
long,
hand.
whatever this presence is seems to attach itself to his young son.
Papa, dubis main dengan siapa tu?
Yang beli pergi masuk bilik. Masuk bilik dulu. Assalamualaikum. Dubis. Dubis. Masuk. Dubis. Kenapa Dubis selalu main dengan dia tu?
Why does it look like there's just a ball under a sheet?
Afnan is horrified when his son seems to start playing with some strange entity that he can't see. But then, one night, the bizarre presence seems to show itself in its true form. And it's pure nightmare fuel.
Okay.
Something with long dark hair can be seen lingering behind the fridge, but when Afnan goes to look, there's nothing there. This thing then appears out of the darkness right in front of him. Now, as always, I leave it up to you to decide whether the clips are real or not. But either way, these videos are definitely very creepy.
I don't buy any of these. The fact that the hair went up and vanished behind the fridge before he ran forward, and that he's just the right distance away to where it can come up to his left like that.
The Dark Visitor.
Okay, number 6, the Dark Visitor.
TikTok user Alex from the Dominican Republic receives a very bizarre video from one of his friends. The video shows his friend leaving his apartment to go to work at around 5:30 in the morning. What happens next is truly bizarre.
That was a shadow figure. Did this person hear footsteps or something? Whatever that was, it must have been a child size.
While closing his apartment door, a very odd-looking dark translucent figure can be seen in the background, just walking through the hallway. But then, it just disappears into
That's the
thin
guy in
air. The guy catches the
Okay, you can see the guy's shadow when he first comes in. That's a guy in a hoodie.
figure from the corner of his eye, but he doesn't realize what it was until he reviews his CCTV footage. The clip went viral on TikTok, racking up nearly 7 million views, and tons of viewer feedback came pouring in. So to very quickly answer some viewer questions and even claim
And you can see the door opening.
that the video was fake, the guy records a super quick video to explain exactly what happened.
Este video, el cual se viralizó, no tiene ningún tipo de edición, así como
I'm not saying it's fake. It's probably some sort of issue with the camera or the recording process. It's what do you call it? Just a glitch in the footage. Because you can see the guy come in, you can see the door open, and you can clearly make him out at first. It becomes somewhat translucent, but that could be issues with the camera.
yo le estuve explicando a Alex, esta fue la cámara que lo captó, y este es el pasillo, fue todo
Especially with the camera focusing on him in the foreground.
real, mi gente, gracias.
So what do you think this could be? Is it real? Or is it all
Almost looks like that person is drunk. Either that or they were purposely setting this up. Because why else would that person hunch over like that?
just a TikTok hoax? You decide. Attachments Daniel Thompson
Okay,
from
5
California lives with
attachments.
his mother in a house completely filled with his mom's collection of antique dolls, furniture, and vintage trinkets.
Sounds like my niece. My niece loves antique dolls.
Guys, gonna give a little tour of my place because I guess some of you were asking about it. Hi, Mom.
Hi, how are you doing?
Check out this 1930s Art Deco mannequin.
1928.
Okay, all of this vintage stuff my mom got in like France, I think.
So she's a
Look at
collector.
these dolls. My mom just like collects dolls. Every room of this house is filled with antique. Even the bathroom.
Daniel says that his mother has been collecting antiques for as long as he can remember, and he's starting to believe that some of the items might have something supernatural attached to them.
Some of those are creepy.
One night when Daniel hears bizarre tapping coming from a room downstairs, he takes out his phone and begins to record.
Guys. Do you hear that? Those are the tapping noises I was talking about.
Either nighttime or those are some really good blackout curtains. Which is impossible because you still see light through the sides or top. Okay.
Like, where is this coming from?
Is it the toilet seat? It's the toilet seat.
It's like knocking at the door.
Okay.
Hello?
After the odd experience, Daniel decides to install a security camera to keep an eye on the creepy antique dollhouse. 5 days later, and this happens.
All right.
Miniature furniture inside the dollhouse seemingly moves all by itself. Cut to the next night. It's 2:30 a.m. and the knocking
Notice how the chair fell towards the window on the background there?
returns. But this time, it's not coming from the dollhouse.
Okay. One of the reasons I don't like dolls.
At this point, Daniel has had enough, and he moves the old dollhouse into the garage with some other old collectibles.
I think the only thing I have myself is I have a teddy bear which a friend gave me. Had it for a long time. But I don't really like dolls. I don't like hanging pictures on walls. I don't like the eyes on them. Makes you feel like they're staring at you. And I'm a skeptic. I just don't like the feeling of the eyes on them. I don't even hang family pictures. I do have pictures though, just I don't hang them.
And this is when things start to get really creepy.
Okay. Why does the face seem to be
Disturbingly,
moving?
a doll's eyes seem to move on their own. Daniel begins to wonder if whatever is haunting the dollhouse might have moved into the creepy little doll. But some of Daniel's viewers on TikTok start to get a bit suspicious as to whether his clips are real.
So some of you are saying that I am making all of this up, which I totally get, and honestly I cannot prove to you like undoubtedly that it's real. I just am reporting to you guys what I am seeing.
Now, even Daniel's own mother is skeptical of his claims that something from the dollhouse might now be haunting their home. But all that changes one night when she too experiences something downright chilling.
Well, they're hers. Shouldn't she be spending more time with the stuff than he does? Or does she just buy it and then set it down and forget about it? If that's the case, she's not a real collector. She's just getting it to have the stuff, not to enjoy it or anything.
This is my daughter, Lady Mary Talk.
Oh, everyone's going.
You, as the rest of us, are in Riviera. But I hope you enjoy yourself.
I think you
I went over to America 10 years ago to try my luck, and I've been there ever since. They call us the Hollywood Raj.
But you never stop saying. You know that.
Last time I was there.
As Daniel's mother is watching TV on the couch, little footsteps like those of a small child can be heard running right behind her. The sudden spooky sound startles her so much that she quickly raises up to look and is visibly freaked out.
This shows how spoiled I am from current technology. I was just thinking to myself, why doesn't she just pause it and go find out what the noise is? For those who don't know, with older TVs and TV shows, and you can't pause them unless you have like a TiVo or digital recorder or something. You didn't used to be able to pause what you're watching. If you walked away or you missed a part, there is no rewinding. You just missed it.
Because there's no one there. So could Daniel's mother's hobby of collecting antiques for all these years be the cause of their paranormal experiences? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
Some of it's creepy, but I can explain away the blinking eyes. That isn't that hard to do. Sometimes it could just be like a bug or something inside of it, or it could be any number of things, like the entire thing the doll is on being moved. Because I believe that's the type of doll that closes its eyes when you move it to its back. I could be wrong. But the creepiest part about this video is his mother collecting all the ancient things, especially the hollow ones. If you have issues with spirits and ghosts, you never want to have stuff that's hollow and as a human figure in your house, because it's the perfect vessel for them to inhabit. A hollow item that's in the shape of a human. That's supposed to be like just prime real estate for possession. or attachment. Especially older stuff that has a history to it, emotions tied into it. The spirit or aka ghost or whatever you want to call them can feed on the emotions that are absorbed by the item. Again, guys, skeptic here, just putting what I heard. Honestly, I think they're just objects, creepy objects that I wouldn't want around me, but still just objects.
The man on the top floor. Japanese paranormal investigator Gachan from the YouTube channel Clip Store sets out to explore an old abandoned hotel all by himself. The hotel sadly had to close its doors in financial ruin over 30 years ago, driving the owner of the hotel to tragically end his own life. Visitors to the abandoned structure often claim to have seen the apparition of a man, and some say they've even heard his voice. Now, while exploring the second floor of the hotel,
the guy dedicated everything, dedicated and put everything that he was and everything he had into a business that failed. And basically, when the business failed, his hopes and dreams failed, and he decided to end it. Guys, let me just put it this way. There's always possibility. There's also always stuff that can be done, but if you decide to end it, all those possibilities are gone. If you fall down, you can always get up. If you get broken up with, you can always get somebody else. There's always better stuff. And just because 1 or 100 women turn you down, or 1 or 1,000 plans or ideas fail, there's always a possibility that a plan or idea will succeed. And there's always there's always going to be a woman out there that's attracted to you for something about you. So just keep looking, keep trying.
Hotel, Gachan is a bit shaken up when he hears strange noises coming from somewhere in the hallway.
I'm going to the next room. What? Who's there? Who are you? Anyone there? Guy's got some nice hair. The door slammed shut with force. Yeah, I think we saw that. I didn't see it happen because I was looking down. I do that too. I heard the loud noise and understood what happened, but if I had seen it, I'd have turned around and ran towards the door. What I did next would have been different. Good evening. Is anyone there?
One of the hotel room doors slams shut all by itself. Gachan's first instinct is to make sure that no other person is with him in the hotel, and he asks several times whether someone is there. When he receives no answer, he takes a look inside the room, but no one there. During his investigation, Gachan keeps hearing something dripping inside the hotel's elevator shaft. When he reaches the top of the building, he takes a look inside the open shaft. What happens next is downright chilling.
I've seen Resident Evil. This doesn't turn out well. Oh, he's stepping on stuff. You guys see the mold? Good thing he's wearing the mask.
Did you see it? Kachan looks inside the elevator shaft but doesn't find anything to explain the strange dripping noise he's been hearing.
Seeing the mold on the elevator there pretty much explains the strange dripping.
But when he walks away, his camera pans around and captures the horrifying sight of two legs hanging inside the top of the elevator shaft.
Where? That's supposed to be like a white dress and two legs hanging from the out of it? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm kind of blocking the image.
Kachan doesn't even know what he just captured until he reviews his footage later at home. So could it be that these pale legs belong to the spirit of the deceased owner?
Sorry guys, even paler face than the legs, kind of ruining the shot.
Or is there something else going on here? Let me know what you think. You can watch this entire two-part investigation over on the YouTube channel Clip Store. The Haunted Nevada State Prison. Paranormal investigator AJ from the YouTube channel Ghost Vexers.
As for the last one, can't really explain the hanging person. I just barely saw it because I was blocking it. Let's see. As for everything else, door slamming and everything, could be a person. I don't think it was a wind or anything because it wouldn't slam the door that hard without making audible wind sounds. So, only thing I could think of it is there is a person.
Paranormal sets out to investigate the infamous Nevada State Prison in Carson City, Nevada. The prison was built in 1862 and housed some of the most notorious and violent inmates in the world, many of whom never made it out. With hundreds of deeply troubled prisoners that lost their lives inside its walls and 160 years worth of history, it's no wonder that the building is said to be extremely haunted.
I'm looking back and forth between Media Player Classic and OBS when I'm watching this. So sometimes I'm seeing it with me there, sometimes I'm seeing the original video.
The old prison was closed down in 2012, and the custodians now host creepy tours to share the strange and very dark history of the prison. AJ is exploring the abandoned jail late at night in hopes of catching some sort of supernatural activity. As he's walking along a cell block all by himself, he captures something truly chilling.
Alright, I'm gonna head back.
I didn't see anything.
That was pretty terrifying.
Right in front of AJ, a tall white figure appears to walk by and out of sight. The investigator
That's just a reflection on the door.
says that he didn't even see the apparition at the time and only noticed it when he went back through his footage. Now, if you're a longtime viewer of this channel, you know that AJ isn't the first one to capture something truly bizarre at the old Nevada State Prison. The Haunted Side Paranormal Investigations team, Patrick and Jason, also caught something on camera in the prison that they just didn't see at the time. Jason is filming Patrick as he walks down one of the prison hallways. In order to provoke some sort of supernatural activity, Patrick is acting as if he's a new inmate who just arrived at the Nevada State Prison. And then, this happens.
Are you here to ghost hunt or are you here to role play?
I'm the newest prisoner. Which
I'm the newest prisoner. Oh no, I dropped the soap in the shower.
cell's mine?
Did you see it? Even though the bright light shining on Patrick from the camera doesn't change at all, some odd black shadow suddenly envelops most of Patrick's body, blocking out the light. The Haunted Side team only noticed this strange unexplained light anomaly after reviewing their video later. There is no logical explanation as to why Patrick would suddenly be covered in darkness. So, combined with AJ's
Looked like a finger went over the light.
bizarre white figure, we have two creepy incidents
But only part of the light.
caught on camera at the Nevada State Prison. So is the old jail haunted by its former inmates? Let me know what you think. These paranormal moments can be found on the YouTube channels Ghost Vexers Paranormal and The Haunted Side.
Okay.
Frozen.
Okay, guys. The first one, the whole white figure, is just a reflection of light off the door. That one was pretty obvious. The second one, I'm not sure how many of you guys used to play with lights as kids and do shadow puppets and walls on stuff, but the shadow over his face is just a finger over the light source.
Frozen in his tracks. TikTok user Creed4 is enjoying a hike out in the woods when he notices a small bunny behaving very
I want it as a pet. I want it as a pet so badly.
strangely.
Cleo, he was right there.
A wild rabbit freezes in its tracks and doesn't move even when the hiker comes close.
That does not look like a wild rabbit.
And his camera captures a creepy muffled voice asking for help.
I think I've seen this one on Sir Spooks.
Cleo, he was right there.
The hiker believes he might have captured some kind of strange creature trying to lure him out into the woods. He says that he'll never hike again without some kind of weapon. So what do you think this creepy voice could be? Let me know. Undetected.
Obviously fake. The rabbit looked like it was a pet, looked like it was tamed. Even if it wasn't, it's just a rabbit sitting in a road. The second you got close enough, it would have bolted off. As for the noise, could have been somebody messing around in the woods, could have been him, or it could have just been added later.
Nukes Top 5 viewer German Corona reached out to me about a very strange incident that he captured at his home in Santa Barbara, California. German says that one night he got an alarming notification from his security camera that a person had been spotted on top of his roof. He hurried outside to investigate, but he found no one and nothing there. The same night he receives another notification. Again, a person has been detected on his property. When he reviews his security footage, he is shocked by what he finds.
Okay, it's a cat.
Now it's a little hard to make out, but the faint shape of something can be seen moving around on German's property, seemingly climbing from the ground up to the roof and then back down again. Whatever it is seems to capture the attention of German's cat, who seems to stare at the bizarre shape before just looking around in absolute confusion. So could it be that German accidentally captured paranormal activity?
Okay, that there is just anomalies on the camera, nothing to really consider. As for why the cat stopped that way, I'm just going to be straightforward with this. Cats have very sensitive hearing. They can hear really, really well, just like dogs. If you notice a little bit, like maybe 20, 30 seconds after this, maybe even 40, the light in there turns on. Obviously, there was somebody moving around in there. The reason why the cat stopped is it heard the person moving around inside. Hell, even a human might be able to hear somebody moving around if they're being loud enough. The reason why the cat stopped, I'd say myself, is because the cat heard whoever's moving around inside and basically stopped for the noise. And obviously hearing that noise, the cat automatically turns around and goes over to the front door. So it's basically associating the sound of movement in that room to, hey, maybe somebody's going to come outside and let me in, or somebody's going to come over and open the door and give me some food or pet me, or basically it's this type of association.
Activity outside his home? Or what do you think this could be? Let me know. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, do it now, and then also turn on all notifications so you never miss a video. You can also follow me on the socials and just say, hi there, Nuke. Anyway, hopefully I will see you next video.
Okay, guys, I'm subbed to Nuke's Top 5, and if you enjoy his videos, you should be subbed to him too. The original to this video will be linked in the description, so if you enjoyed this video, follow it back. We'll follow back the link in the description to Link's channel and give the video a like. And if you want to see more of his videos, give him a follow. If you enjoyed my reaction, give me a like, give me a follow if you want to see more. I can always use likes and follows. So let me go ahead and finish off this video, and then we will end the video. That's such a beautiful sight every time. Okay. I will see you guys in the next one.